Hello and welcome back to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Today we're doing another unscripted video featuring Ronald Weasley. So he is the last and final member of the Golden Trio, and I'm sort of running out of ideas for who to do. I'm thinking we do the Silver Trio next, but if you do want to suggest something, please feel free to tell me down below. So now, let's get started on the unscripted, shall we? For those of you who don't know, how Unscripted works is I don't have a script in front of me. I am just talking off the top of my head, and I will Google questions on the characters. For example, did Ron Weasley, and then Google fills in the rest, and I try and answer them. So let's get started. Our first question is, was Ronald Weasley a pureblood? So how blood purity works in the wizarding world is, if you're a pureblood, both your parents were pure-blooded wizards. If you are a muggle-born, both of your parents are muggles and have no magic blood in them. If you are a half-blood, one of your parents could be a pure-blood and the other person could be a muggle-born. Or both of them could be half-bloods or vice versa. Ronald Weasley was a pure-blood and his family was one of the oldest in wizarding history. However, they are considered blood traitors by some of the wizarding families, Malfoy, because they did love muggles and they were considered blood traitors because of that. And I don't think that should have happened, and I think it's absolutely loony because muggles could teach wizards a thing or two. Anyway, next question. Our next question is, how did Ron Weasley break his wand? One of my personal favorite scenes from the Chamber of Secrets is when Ron breaks his wand. So how they do that is, Harry has trouble getting onto the platform because it closed before time. So they take Ronald Weasley's father, Arthur Weasley's car, which can fly to Hogwarts instead of sending a letter, as Professor McGonagall says later on in the film. They flew the car all the way to Hogwarts, and as they were landing, they flew right into the Whomping Willow. And the Whomping Willow is very aggressive and it will whomp you with its branches. And what happened was the Whomping Willow broke Ron's wand on impact. My English is just terrible today. His wand broke and some of the, I believe it was unicorn hair was showing. And after that, he did end up getting a new wand in the Prison of Azkaban because his parents won the lottery and went to Egypt. And they used the leftover money to buy him a wand. So that was one of my personal favorite moments. Next question. Our next question is, how did Ronald Weasley get splinched? Now, splinched is a term used in the wizarding world when a wizard apparates and part of his body gets left behind. In the Deathly Hallows, when Ron and Hermione and Harry are fleeing from Death Eaters, they apparate into the Forest of Dean, I believe. And as they get there, Ron got splinched. Part of his side was missing, and Hermione used a potion to heal him, and it took a very long time. It is the scene where Harry is digging through and Hermione screams, "Just use Accio." So they use essence of dittany, I believe that's how you say it, and that cured Ron, hopefully. Next question. Our fourth question is, who did Ron Weasley marry? He married Hermione Granger, the only female in the Golden Trio. I was not a fan of J.K. Rowling's decision to do this because I am an avid Hermione supporter. Please don't hate me for this. But Ron is not one of my favorite characters, and I may even go as far as to say that I dislike his character. But yes, they did get married, and it all sparked off on the jealousy. As it says in The Cursed Child, spoiler alert, don't watch the next few seconds if you haven't read or watched The Cursed Child yet. In one of the videos, scenes in The Cursed Child, Albus and Scorpio change the course of time, and Hermione does not go to the Yule Ball with Victor Crumb, and because of that, there was no jealousy, and because of the jealousy, they didn't end up getting married, and Rose wasn't there, her brother wasn't there, and that just didn't happen. So, it is a pretty big part of the storyline. However, I would have been happier if Draco and Hermione had gotten married. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Let's get on to our fifth and final question. Did Ronald Weasley play Quidditch, a very popular wizarding sport involving broomsticks, a quaffle, and a couple of other magical balls? It is very popular in the wizarding world, as in the Goblet of Fire, they go to the Quidditch World Cup. Ronald Weasley did in fact play Quidditch. He played the position of keeper. He was not too good in his first few games, and the Slytherins came up with the song Weasley is Our King because he kept on letting the quaffle in. And when Harry tricked Ron into thinking that he had drunken Felix Felicis, he played really well, and after that he kept on getting better and better, which proves that if you drill something that you're not good at, you will eventually become good at it. So yes, that is the message from that part of the story, at least I think it is. So, that concludes our third Unscripted. As I said before, if you guys would like to recommend somebody for me to talk about, please let me know down below. Now, I have something to talk about with you guys. I don't know how many of you know about this, but there's an app called Wattpad. You can access it online, or you can access it on Google Play or Apple Store, I think. And it is basically an online library. You can access writers' books if they choose to upload it, and you can read it and support them, and it is you don't have to pay for it. It's completely free, and I absolutely love Wattpad, and in fact I am writing a book on there myself. It is just called Short Stories, and is a compilation of some of my random weird ideas, and I just write about short stories. And if you guys want, I'm going to upload another one, which is a bookworm's guide to life, because everyone knows that I am a huge bookworm and I need some help. So I will link that down below. Please go check it out. If I were you, I would check it out. And yeah, I'll update you guys on how it's going later on in maybe next time's episode. Anyway, that's it. Oh, and one final thing. Should I get an update schedule, or should I just stick to trying to update 2 times a week? Let me know. Anyway, that is it. I'm signing off here, finally, now. I hope you guys have a magical day and a magical week. Bye!